Welcome to the Texas Music Lifestyle Podcast. I'm Weldon Henson.
And I'm Eric Sims. Join us as we invite you into our world.
Texas and music has always been a great combination, and for us, it's a lifestyle. The Texas Music Lifestyle Podcast starts now. Folks, thanks for joining us. This is it's been a while since we've had a Texas Music Lifestyle Podcast, Eric.
Yeah.
We were on a hiatus.
Well, you mean you were traveling, I was traveling, and then we've had all this other chaos.
There's a lot going on.
Yes, sir.
You know, and I think one of the most obvious things for our friends and fans that are watching this on YouTube, which we have the YouTube channel now, don't we, Phoebe? Or are we still on Cowboy Experience? Okay, anyway, if you're on Cowboy Experience and watching the podcast, we have, well, it's a new studio.
Yeah. Brand new studio.
We've moved up in the world. We quit the Redneck Riviera, and we've got a nice, fancy, air-conditioned studio.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Up at 271 in Lago Vista.
This is great, man, and it's comfortable. So I think that's the first big announcement.
I will say this, in trying to recreate the background.
It's gonna be awesome.
There's a naturalness that happens when redneck stuff just kind of flows together that you can't recreate when you try. It just what happens, you know?
Yeah.
The backdrop we had at your barn was
it's pretty hillbilly.
But it was also great. Yeah. It was a great background. So it's you look at it and I'm like, you can't read that. That happens over years of evolution.
Of collecting weird shit.
Yeah, I always look at that and say that's proof of evolution.
Evolution. Big announcement also. Eric has a mustache.
Yep. I found Riley Greens and put it on.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Flapping around outside, and I caught it and stuck it on my face.
I wasn't going to say anything until we went live.
Yeah.
Looks good, though, man.
So
what's up with that?
So I've always been able to get away with, my wife loves me in a mustache.
Okay.
I hate it. I don't think it looks, I think it looks weird. And my youngest, Kippy, who was just here, you saw her, she cries anytime I shave or trim or do anything to my beard.
You were saying that, yeah.
So I've always gotten away with two reasons to not do it. One is her, and then my best friend, Art, his wife has always said that she's scared of guys with mustaches. Yeah. So I've always been like, okay, my cop out here is Stacy hates it and Kippy hates it. So Tam, I'm not going to do it because it upsets two of our friends. And then this last week, Art texts me and he's got a damn mustache. And I'm like, dude, do you have any idea how you just screwed my life up in a matter of minutes?
What is more traumatic on the scale of mustache or no mustache?
For Kip?
For just your whole your whole.
I haven't gone with that facial hair in 20 years.
So if you went clean shaven, it would be way more traumatic.
Oh, most people would be like, oh my God, I don't even know what I'd do. I hide behind the facial hair typically because I don't like the shape of my face.
I had the mustache a couple years ago, and I loved it. And I had never really done facial hair, and I liked it. Yeah. But I had way more people looking at me like I was something wrong with me. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
And I had a full Earnhart mustache. I thought it looked great, but anyway.
I'll do it for a minute.
You keep the facial hair, I won't.
I'll you got an image to upkeep.
I don't know how much of it. Just don't elaborate too much.
So we'll see how long it lasts.
I don't know.
Luckily, facial hair grows back.
Hey, rock and roll denim.
Our sponsors. So the good old guys and gals over at word to our sponsors. Our good old friends over at Rock and Roll Denim, who I've got one of their shirts on today.
One of their shirts is in the back of my truck. I meant to put it on, but all of a sudden it's time to go live.
You look good anyway.
I got my Lukenbach shirt.
That Lukenbach.
I love this shirt.
We got a Lukenbach sign. We got a Real Ale Brewing.
Man, I feel like I'm at home.
There you go. I tried to cover the main basics. Guitars, Lukenbach, and Real Ale.
We'll get a broken spoke sign in here.
We do need to get one of those.
I'll find
one from them. Maybe they'll get.
You know what? I might have something.
Okay. Anyway, back to our sponsors. Rock and Roll Denim, Panhandle Slim, Western Wear, Leading Edge Connections, also known as LEC, and 271 Creative House. Thank you guys for sponsoring and helping us with what we do. We appreciate you.
This show does not happen. Podcast doesn't happen without these sponsors.
No, it doesn't happen.
Hey, I took all my Rock and Roll Denim shirts to Brazil with me.
I bet they were a hit.
They were, man. They look great. Everybody's like, man, where'd you get that shirt? Rock and Roll Denim.
Well,
made me look young.
Yeah.
Made me look powerful.
Well, that's, I don't know how they make me look, but they make me look better than I do without them. So they're, and I've got, this is that tech stuff. I've told we did an episode up with them, but I told them, I was like, I may not ever quit
Can
wearing this tech stuff.
can I get that shirt? I mean, not the
Yeah.
one on you, but like, can I buy
can
one like that? Yeah, just give me that shirt right now. Let me have that one.
Yeah, they got these still left. So like they've got a black one, a green one, a white one.
Okay, I'm gonna buy one of those. I'm not even gonna ask you
Yeah.
because that is a badass shirt.
Yeah,
It looks comfortable and it looks like it's not like it's hot, like it'll keep you cool.
It's not. It's the coolest that we can find in a hot situation.
Well, Eric always wears awesome shirts, and he'll show up with these Panhandle Slimmer rock and roll denim shirts, and I'm like, man, I want one like that. He's like, well, they don't make this one anymore, so that's why I asked. I wanted to make sure I could still get one like that.
These they still got, so we got to move quick just in case because they sell quick.
I think I'm going to jump on as soon as we get done with the podcast. I'm jumping online and grabbing.
Just sell it. We'll talk to Maddie and get some more order.
But because that was pretty
rad. They are good to us up there.
So anyway,
so so that's sponsor stuff. What do we got on the agenda today?
Man, well, I've been busy. I went and did the Brazil trip again.
So that's a trip you do every year. And
this was my
we may have talked about this on the show because we had the Bastardos of Country Rock on one of our first episodes.
Yes, we did.
I think they were our first.
It was our first guest,
and they were in from Brazil.
Yes.
But they come here a lot, or not a lot, but they come as much as they can because they love Texas.
Absolutely.
But they put on a show,
a big festival.
Yeah.
Dieter Baumgartner, my buddy down there in southern Brazil, he has a festival called Ranch Truck Festival, and this was my third year to go down there. The first 2 years, and I'll try not to lose the listeners with this fairy tale, but the first years I went down there and I just went by myself, and his band backed me up, and it was great. You go way down in southern Brazil, and it's on his ranch, and they put up these big tents, and there's vendors there, and it's like 50% truck show and 50% music.
Gotcha.
So there would be like maybe almost 1,000 people the first couple of years I went, like 1,000 people, and maybe like 100 and something old trucks and old kind of things, and you buy, kind of have that old West Texas vibe. They love hot rods, and everybody's in cowboy hats and stuff like that. And man, it was just really neat to go down there. And this last month I went for the third time, and I took my band.
Yeah, the whole crew went, right?
Yeah, and I took
Ricky. Everybody?
No, Ricky didn't go. We didn't take Ricky. We took Kevin and Bob, who I know Bob's not in the band anymore, but he was already signed up for this.
Okay, so he got to go.
You're going.
This is like those corporate trips.
Yeah,
it's like, I'll go to Brazil and do
a
show.
Yeah. So Bob went and Joe went, and then we took my favorite current artist that is alive that I know, Jesse Daniel.
Yes, all that.
We took him and Jody, and then we took his steel player Zach.
Okay, so you kind of blended a little bit.
Yeah, my band backed Jesse, and then we used Zach, their steel player.
That's awesome.
It made it feel like a pretty good show.
Both you guys had new albums out. So
we just had new albums.
So that's pretty cool because you guys got to go down there to share that new music with all those people.
We did, and it was. I showed up to this festival, and like I said, this was my third year, and I was blown away. They had like doubled the size of them. I mean, there was almost 2,000 people there. Yeah. They had expanded the parking lot for more trucks, and people were actually tailgating and camping in the parking lot before they came in. I mean, it was so like, for example, like the first 2 years I went, I could kind of walk around, and take it all in, and I'd stop, take some pictures, sign some autographs. But this year, I tried to wander out. Me and Jesse, Jesse was like, is there a place I can kind of get away? I was like, yeah, we'll be in the main, house area. So they have this, you'll love this. They have these lawnmower races.
Oh, like this, yeah.
Oh, dude, these guys, they have their lawnmowers and they kind of decorate them up. And so when it was time for the lawnmower racing, Jesse's like, dude, I want to go watch this. I'm like, cool, all right, let's go. Let's go out there and watch it real quick. So we walk out. And we watched the lawnmower races, and then people are starting to like kind of see that we're out there, and it's easy to see Jesse because he's like 6'2".
Yeah, he's tall,
cowboy hat, and he looks like a star as it is, So all of a sudden, people started recognizing us, and we're having to take some pictures. And all of a sudden, the lawnmower race is over, and there's like hundreds of people coming back through, and we're trapped, and we can't get from the little, probably maybe 80, 75 yards from where we were standing to watch the lawnmower races to where our safe haven was. And it took us like 30 minutes to get
there.
And it was just finally, I was like, Jesse, we got to get back in there because which was awesome. Don't get me wrong, that's
Yeah.
cool. But it was the first time, like I was like, dang, I can't go walk around and enjoy
Right.
the festivities. But which was cool. I mean, we took pictures with people for like 30 straight minutes just trying to get back like 75 yards, and we got back, and then did some more interviews, and then it was time to play, and just to walk out on that stage and see like it was like 1,500 to 2,000 people total, and it was like everybody came into that tent for that for the shows.
Yeah, it was that area was packed. It was like
it was pretty amazing, and also the bands before us, you know, were Brazilian bands, and they were, you know, some heavy hitters. You know, a guy named Nathan Freitas was there, Rodrigo Haddad, which is probably the biggest authentic country musician down there, and of course Bastardo's played. Yeah. And they had some other guys. Just now that I'm talking about them, having a hard time popping up in my head. But they had about 4 or 5 other bands. They had a band there from Argentina. Yeah, it's kind of like a pretty big name playing country music in Argentina. Orlando Curti, and he was a real cool dude. He's like, man, you need to come to Argentina next year and tag it with this. And I was like, huh? You know me. I'm like, oh, we may make it happen. But just overall, man, just. I was blown away.
That's cool.
It was so phenomenal, man.
Well, it's the country scene has expanded so much overseas, you know, and down in Central and South America from where it used to be, you know, and really even in the U.S. It used to be predominantly some stuff in California, Texas, and Nashville, right? Like now it's, you know, you can go pretty much anywhere. And it may be small, but especially when I look at these shows like y'all are doing, y'all did down in Brazil, and I think Jesse was over in Europe.
He's still over there right now. They're on a 2-week tour, and everything, and all the shows look just like the one in Brazil. It's packed, probably a couple thousand people.
And people are singing his songs back to him. Like, it's not like they don't know who he is. Like, you know, so it's pretty neat that, you know, you guys are branching out and doing some stuff overseas and getting some. It was expanding your fan base.
Yes, absolutely. I remember Jesse and Jody both. They didn't know what to think. They just, you know, I got them roped into this, and they're just like, okay, it's like the first time I went. You're just like, okay, well, let's go. You have no idea.
Right.
No idea until you walk into the festival and you're like, what in the hell? I never really knew where Brazil was.
Right.
I mean, if you really, I mean, let's be honest. When we, as Americans, we go on vacation to Mexico, we go to Hawaii, we go to Europe.
Yep.
You know, but we don't really go to Brazil.
No, not as much as other spots, and they're not talked about. I mean, and if you do go to Brazil, it's like Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah,
like it's like, and South Brazil is not like
no, Rio it's not. It's really nice down there in Santa Catarina. That's the state, and the town the city we stayed in now is a place called Balneario Camboriú. Beautiful modern city, and the Ranch Truck Festival was about 40 minutes in from there. This city was on the coast. It's real beautiful. Anyway, it was over the top, and Jesse and Jody, and they showed up, and they were just like, we had no idea. There's just no way we could fathom what this was. And I was like, I told you guys. And so we had a blast, and we got to hang out and everybody, and it was kind of a great little group of people we took. So I think total there was like 9 of us, and 8. I think it was 8 of us total, and just everybody got along, and it was just phenomenal.
Yeah, I saw one clip where you guys were all sitting around.
Yeah,
like playing music in a band like just hanging out, singing songs together. Which is cool.
Did that. Yeah, well, we were at a friend of mine's bar called Barbecue 241 down in Brusque, the town called Brusque, and he cooked a bunch of food for us, and then we all sat around and played a little guitar, and everybody just totally enjoyed it. But
that's cool.
Everything was phenomenal from start to finish, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So that was it, and we'll probably we'll see. I mean, we're going to try to do it again next year. You know, everybody, you know how it is. Everybody wants to do it, but everything's got to work out.
Yeah, they got the right timing. But that's cool. You and Jesse got to go do that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and then you guys were in stockyards.
We've been so we made a run up to North Texas and did a couple of episodes of Fort Worth, and so we did. We went up to Rock and Roll Denim and Panhandle to the office, and so we shot an episode with those guys, which. So first off, they're a family, like third generation run family business, and just good Texas family-owned business, cool people, and they kind of welcomed us in and showed us around, let us kind of play around there for the day. And then the one of the cool parts was, as we're getting ready to go, they're like, the girl that runs all their marketing and kind of coordinates everything. She was like, oh, you know, Tuff's probably going to stop by and grab some shirts. And I'm like, Tuff Hedeman? And
Really?
she's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, he'll probably come in. He said he'll come in and sit down. And we're like, so like when we first started the show, Phoebe's really good at like, let's do some vision boarding and let's talk about things. So Tough and McConaughey were kind of two names I threw on there at the beginning. Like, that'd be cool one day to have them on the show.
Yeah.
I mean, Tough, growing up in Texas and going to the rodeo.
He's rodeo royalty, basically.
Yeah, like you don't, like Tough. I mean, and I just seen him, not meeting him, but I passed him on the sidewalk. I think it was 2 years or a year earlier with Tam when I was in the stockyard. It was around Christmas time, and I passed him, and I was like, oh, Tam's like, what? And I'm like, do you know who that was? And she's like, no. I'm like, that's Tough Edelman.
So you guys got to interview.
So Tough showed up, sat down, talked to us for a while, had a great conversation with him about stuff. He and Tam really connected because he was coming in from taking his youngest, who's 3, to swim lessons. Yeah, he's got kids all different ages. He's got some that are grown. He's got 2 younger ones. So just a cool guy. Everything you think he'd be as far as being cool and just sweetheart. Sat and talked to us for a while. Had a good time. And we're gonna probably go back out and do another show with him, like and covering some of his rodeos this next year. So I think that'd be fun because he's got that bull riding series he does. So but yeah, good time there. And then we did the Stockyards episode, which is, both these episodes are not out yet.
Okay, so it was a rock and roll denim episode. That's what I was wondering, because I thought that was just its own deal.
Yeah, it's Panhandle Slim, Rock and Roll Denim are 1, and Tough is on that episode.
Gotcha.
And then we went over and shot the one in the Stockyards where we hit Longhorn.
Yeah, right.
Where
right, yeah.
Phoebe met her new boyfriend Craig.
Craig, he's a hoot, man.
Craig was like, hey, we're getting a picture with me and him afterwards. And he's like, hey, real quick, what was her name again? I said, Phoebe. He's like, I want my picture with Phoebe. I said, so as she comes in the picture, he does this to me.
That guy's a hoot.
He's a trip, sweetheart of a guy.
Craig, something else.
So you had set us up with him.
Yeah, Little Red
Longhorn. And we went up to Rhinestone, met one of the guys there that's actually a country singer in the area that's also bartends up there because he's just getting going. And, got some good footage down, met with them guys down at Letty's.
Oh, you went to Letty's
went to Letty's and talked to them.
Right around the corner.
Obviously, the Drover and all that kind of stuff. We got just, that place is...
That Drover's is kind of hard to fathom if you're so used to the old stockyards.
Well, that's what we were talking about over there. There's like the new and old stockyards, and they've done a good job about keeping the old stuff.
Yeah, they really have.
And the new stuff holding true to that, it's just being new. So we had a good time. It was good. We met a lot of cool people. Got to hear. Oh, Corey was there. Corey Cross.
Where was he playing?
He was playing at Second Rodeo. So we got to go sit down, talk to him. Met with Copperhead Jones, another singer that's out there in that area. So it's just a fun trip of doing what we do and bumping into stuff. Some of it's coincidence. Some of it's planned.
Where can everybody go watch these?
They're going to be coming out over the next month and a half, 2 months. So they'll be out on the YouTube.
Everything's a little slow right now.
We just got post production stuff and editing and all that.
Well, and you're in a new studio.
Got a new studio. Gio's busy.
27One Creative is they're getting everything reset up.
Yeah, we're getting everything.
And then they have to deal with us coming in here trying to do a podcast.
Well, then I come in and throw all Phoebe's and Gio's stuff all to the side and put you and I stuff up. So
I'm just glad they let us come in here.
Yeah, we got. But anyway, it was good. It was good. It's a fun trip up there. I always enjoy being home for a couple days and getting to experience it. And it's always something new. Like, stuff's changed so much up there since I
get to go up there this Saturday.
You going to Reds?
Yeah, we're playing Little Reds this Saturday.
Well, go see Weldon up in Cowtown.
And I haven't been to Cowtown yet since the new record dropped. And all the new merch. So I'll have all the new merch, the new album, vinyl, CD, shirts, hats.
There you go.
Stickers.
All you Funky Town people, go out to Cowtown this weekend and go see Weldon at Little Reds.
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Texas Dance Hall Saturday night.
July
19th.
I don't know what the date is. I'm glad you did. I was going to say 20-something. That's the following weekend. July 19th. All right. Well, and that's what we went up to. And now we're planning, the next stuff. We're trying to wrap our heads around what we want to do next. Next episode we have coming out I think it's next week, right, Phoebe? Next week, not this week, but next week, we've got the Cowboy Church one. That's going to be a fun one. We did that.
I remember talking to you about
good people down there. Good people.
That was in, was it Magnolia?
It's in Montgomery.
Montgomery, which is right there.
Right outside of Houston. So that was good. We had turkey come out last week. The turkey episode's
Oh,
done
dude,
really good.
that is pretty neat.
Yeah.
And I told you back when y'all did it, you were telling me about it. I said, man, I want to go up there.
Then just let us know. We'll get you booked up there. You can go play.
Well, I saw that. I think Dale was up there playing recently.
Yeah, he was up there the other night. They get a good group through.
I want to go
they'll
up there
put you guys. And
I want to get a steak.
Yeah, well, dude, those steaks are. Corey and I were going back and forth about that online the other day, like, because he was there with us. I mean, well, not with us. He was there at the same time we were there. He was playing while we were there. We ended up hanging out together. But we were going back and forth about how good those steaks are. They're just ridiculous. And if you want to check that out on our TikTok channel, it's gone completely. People are going crazy about arguing about what kind of steak they like.
Oh man,
on our steak post. I think we've got 400,000 views or whatever it is on it now, and people are arguing intensely about medium rare seasoning, butter.
That's a topic.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very particular. I'm passionate.
I'm too.
No. Like, listen, I don't cook, but I can grill a steak.
Yeah.
That was like the only thing I can do is really grill.
Yeah, so don't mess with it.
So I have the way I do my steak, and
are you a medium rare?
Medium rare.
Yeah.
And listen, man, I'm one of them dudes that will go into I won't go eat out much and buy steak at a restaurant just because I like to cook my own.
Yeah.
But I am that guy that'll go in and send the sumbitch back.
Yeah.
If it ain't right.
We should. What they charge now for steaks, most places, you should get it right.
I tell you what, I went into it was supposed to be a renowned steakhouse last Friday night, which had been about a week. It's been about a week and a half, so it wasn't this past Friday. But anyway, doesn't matter. Fancy restaurant, supposed to be everything bragging about it.
Yeah.
Got me a ribeye, bone in.
Yeah.
Sent some bitch back.
Yeah.
I didn't even pay for it. I said, we ain't paying for it.
Where were you at? You don't have to say the name of the restaurant.
It was down in San Antonio.
San Antonio, okay.
Yeah.
I
was pissed off.
Maybe, I don't know. It's aggravating when that happens because, like, even when they go back and fix it, it's not right. It's like you got one shot. You got one shot at a steak.
Yeah, and they brag about it.
Maybe rolling into old man bitching right now.
Oh man, it's hard. Okay. We can go. I digress.
Straight cut to old man bitching. So let's talk about steaks and restaurants with that steak.
Yeah.
So I think they get one shot at the steak. Like, it's very hard to take a steak and then go, hey, I need you to cook it a little. Well, you can't cook it less, right? So
so once they overcook it, it's done. Which was what happened with this place I went Friday before last or whatever. And not only that, it didn't have any flavor. And they were bragging about it. And I was just like, this is unacceptable. And so they didn't make us pay for them. Thank God. But yeah. And, and then there's maybe they undercook it. But, when you cook that steak exactly like it's supposed to rest.
Yeah, 10 minutes at least.
Well, now what I do is I take the time I cooked it. So if I cooked it for like 3 and 3, my formula is it rests for half of that.
So 3 minutes.
So 3 minutes. Or if you do 4 and 4, if it's 8, I let it rest for 4
I like
minutes.
that better because to eat it faster. My wife always says 10 minutes.
And
that's too damn long.
It's too long. It's way too long. Anyway, so you get this little perfect time to eat it. So if it's not cooked enough and they go back and then it cools off and it is ruined.
Yep.
So anyway, you got to get this right because this stuff's expensive.
It is. But I'm with you. I've gotten where I prefer to eat a steak that I've cooked.
I'll just cook it myself. But you said they had it right at Turkey, though.
That's more than right.
Yeah.
It was the best ribeye I've ever eaten.
So are you doing like the reverse sear and all that stuff?
Where you sear it first and cook?
No, sear it last.
Oh, no, I sear it first.
Yeah, I always do that. But they got this new thing where like people put it on those Traeger grills and they'll like smoke it up to a certain temperature and then they sear it.
No, I ain't done that.
People talk about that.
Old school.
But I am old school.
I don't need a lot of stuff on there. I need salt and pepper and that's it.
And everybody's got these new tricks and there's always going to be something new that comes out. But you know what, man? I got what works.
If you like it.
It's what I'm talking about. We just do what we're going to do, so.
It's good. They do the ones up there. I will give it. Pat has a formula for his. First off, I don't want to ruin the episode, but they get their meat from Texas Tech.
Yeah,
the Red Raider Ranch or whatever it is, and so the meat's good. And then he's got a whole process he does with it. It's aged 29 days from them, and then he grills that thing. And I think part of the thing with them too is the ambiance. The food's excellent. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And there's more to eat there than just steaks. They've got chicken fried steak, and they take their ribeye. Oh, I can't say that. I'm not supposed to say that, am I, Phoebe?
Don't.
I think that was a secret. They have more to eat there. They have some secret recipes on a couple of things. One of them is like cheesy green beans, and then their chicken fried steak. They've got some recipes. I'll tell you off the air that they do and they do. Yeah, they do some.
Well, so like if I go up there, can I like give them the wink, like, hey?
Oh, he'll walk you through the whole thing.
I want the special recipe.
Yeah, no, Pat will take you through all of it. When you're there. Pat, and them will take you through everything you need. They're awesome. But it was one of the best steaks, if not the best steak I've ever had in my life.
So it's Friday night. You got nothing to do. You want to eat a steak at your house, cooking your way. What cut of meat are you going to get?
So I normally get filet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I normally get a filet. And now after eating that ribeye, I have changed my tune as far as like I will entertain ribeyes again because for a long time because if you don't cook them right,
yeah, absolutely,
they're too chewy, right?
Too chewy,
and so
you get a little too gristly if you're not getting it from the right farm or the right place.
There's a lot of things that have to happen. If you get a good filet, it's hard. As long as you cook it the way you like to cook it, it's pretty easy to cook. So I normally get a filet. What about you?
I have two. I'm either going to do. Well, I actually have three. I have 3 different things I'm going to do. So if and the first 2 are it just depends on what I'm feeling that day. One is I'll go get a filet.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to do that, I got my old cast iron skillet. And I'm going to sear the shit out of it. 2 minutes on one side, 2 minutes on the other side. And I'm going to have the oven already on bake at 425. I'm going to slide that some bitch in the oven. And I'm going to cook it for about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll pull it out. Get it off that damn skillet. And let it set for about 4 minutes. And then it's going to be phenomenal.
Do you put butter on it?
No.
Okay.
You know what I've been using? And here's what I use. I use beef tallow.
Oh, that's good. It's actually probably healthier, too.
So I use
it's got a lot of
salt, pepper. I'll do a little garlic.
Yeah.
And then beef tallow.
So,
yeah, man.
I normally use butter. Beef tallow I've used for
Butter's a trick. I just a little bit
salt,
on the
pepper.
front. And
yeah. I put the cast iron skillet, same way. Cast iron skillet, I mean, just enough oil to like rub it. Like, pour it in there. Like, you don't want to fry it. Just to rub the bottom. So, sear, same thing, couple minutes, pop that thing in at 425. But when I pop it in, I put a nice good dollop of
it's a little bit of, so it
on
just
top,
melts in.
And I got a rosemary bush up front. I take fresh rosemary,
that's
sprinkle it over the top.
Man,
money.
Money. Old man bitching, and we'll mix it into our steak stories. When you go to some of these steakhouses and you feel like all they did was just douse it in butter.
Yeah, they drowned it in seasoning and butter. So we're actually, this segment should be called Steak Stories. I like that.
Steak Stories and old man bitching. And if I'm not in the mood to do that, I'll go. And if I'm feeling wild and I'm feeling kind of whatever, naturistic, feeling crazy, I'll go get me a big ass ribeye.
Yeah.
And I will build a mesquite wood fire in my pit. I don't want no charcoal. I don't want no bullshit. I'm talking about mesquite fire. Get a big mesquite fire going, and it takes a while for all the coals to burn down, and then you get some wood, and I'll stack it in a certain way where it smokes, and we get it nice and hot in one area of the grill, so, in case something happens, you can move, but, man, and then plop that ribeye on there and just listen to it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you're talking maybe 4 minutes on each side.
It's good to go.
Get it off, and it's got... and there's a lot of things else you can do. You can move it over a little bit, get the lid on there good, smoke it out pretty good if you want to get a little bit of smoke ring too. If you want to play with it, it just depends on what mood you're in.
Yeah.
But man, that's another way I'll do it too.
That's some good stuff.
If I'm not in the mood for the filet, we're going ribeye on a fully mesquite fire.
That's the invested version.
That's when you want to just hang out and you got time and you want to drink beer and you want to get smoky and you want to get dirty.
Yeah, you got some time.
Because you're going to feel dirty after eating that big 16 to 20 ounce
big
bristled
steak
ribeye.
Yeah, those things are huge. So what's your go-to on sides?
Well, hold on, I have a third steak.
Oh, okay, we're not even there yet.
Don't get...
Yeah, okay, steak 3.
That's
right.
There are times in your life where you just need a steak. And let's be honest, you don't have the money to pay for it.
Okay.
So you just go get a nice top sirloin.
Yeah.
And you marinate the shit out.
Yeah.
I'm talking about soak it get some Tupperware, some Italian dressing, bunch of salt, just put that some bitch in there, let it sit for anything from an hour to a day, who knows?
Yeah.
And then just cook it on whatever you can cook on. Who gives a shit? You're just going to help feed the kids a little bit, get them some steak. And
that's the college day steak.
That's the look, man, I don't have time to get scientific.
Yeah.
I don't have the money to pay for $40 a pound.
Well, that's also the one that used to when we'd look at it, you're like, I got this much money.
Yeah.
But I got to buy beer.
So I got to make this.
I can't get the filet and the beer. So if I get that, I can still get the beer, and maybe I compromise a little bit on both, and I've got a happy meal.
Yes. So,
yes. Yeah, I remember those.
Well, I remember the days of when I used to drink wine. I don't drink wine anymore, but man, you had to get the right bottle of wine to go with it too, and then you just sweat for about a half.
Yeah, red wine and 28 ounces.
Can't go to sleep. Just sweating.
Meat sweats.
Oh man. Yeah. But sides, no, I am. I'm pretty simple with sides because I focus on the main course. But I don't do this anymore. But this used to be my thing when I was younger because I really didn't ever eat a vegetable until I was about 28 or 30.
Yeah.
But spent a lot of years just grilling a steak and just taking a can of Bush's baked beans and plopping it in, and I can't use like a flat plate. I gotta have one of them plates that like has a lip that comes up, so it's almost like a bowl plate.
So the beans can fall.
Oh, dude, I'm talking about like plop that ribeye on there. Yeah. Now, don't do this to a nice filet. We got what we can do with filet. That's nice. We'll use some vegetables and stuff. Nasty grizzly ribeye, juicy. Plop it on there. It's gonna take up almost half this big plate I use. Whole can of baked beans. I'm talking about Bush's.
Gotcha.
Bush's. Yep. Full of sugar and stuff that's not good for you.
Yeah.
Horrible. This shit's horrible.
Yeah.
It's so bad. And you just dump the whole can in there, and it fills it up kind of on that plate, and it starts soaking into that ribeye.
Yeah, you get the juice.
And you just eat it, and it's about 30 minutes of just blissfulness. I'm talking about heaven on earth. But then it is hell. On earth later.
I couldn't eat that anymore.
I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, that used to be the thing too, though. Beans was the closest you get to a vegetable.
Now nowadays it's we'll do I like asparagus.
I do like asparagus. Grilled asparagus.
Grilled asparagus. That's right, and
a little bit of garlic on it.
Yeah. Every now and then someone will fix a nice fancy salad or something like that.
Yeah.
It's got all sorts of stuff.
I got a new one when we started. It's not new, but new to me that we started doing, and it's like. I forgot where we were. We had this at this restaurant. These guys made these potatoes, and I was like, "Damn!" But they took the little small potatoes. The ones that are like that big.
Yeah, the little red.
These are brown.
Okay.
I don't know what they're probably the same kind or whatever it is. But they boil them and get them soft, right? Like you're gonna mash them, but they don't go all the way. And then they smush them, right? Like they smush them down. So you got the skin still on it, but they're kind of smushed and soft. And then they put some salt and pepper on them and just a tiny bit of some kind of cheese, and then you bake them.
Oh,
and crisp them up or air fry them. Yeah. Parmesan. Say, bro.
Dude.
I got I ate this last night.
Okay.
I was like, they're killer. Mm-hmm. Like it's a little more investment because you got to boil it and then cook it. Do it 2 times. You got.
Somebody cook a twice baked.
It's not the same as twice baked because I think you have to put it in the air fryer. Or something because there's no air fryer. You can't do the oven. Yeah, twice bake is you bake it and then you mix the whole thing.
Yeah, then mix it up and then put it back.
Those are good too. Yeah, those are, and you talk about unhealthy, but they are good. Yeah, you got basically that one's almost like baked potato and creamy whipped mashed potatoes plus all the fixings stuck on one thing. So anyway, thanks for joining our cooking show today. We appreciate all our viewers.
We got to expand our horizons here, man. We're gonna next week we're gonna have a setup over here.
We're gonna make the food.
We're gonna cook.
All right. Well, that's enough with the steaks,
dude. Tell you what, I'm really hungry today.
See what Pat has inspired from Turkey, Texas. Like his steaks are so good. He's inspiring podcast conversations.
I'm buying a steak
about other stuff. So, what else we got for today?
Is there anything else after steak?
I don't know. We're supposed to talk naps.
I think we'd be remiss, Eric, if we didn't change the tone a little bit and talk about, one, we didn't have the podcast going on for a few weeks because we got so busy with vacations, and then I'm in Brazil and you guys are on the road shooting. And then we wanted to come back here last week or the week before last and get back to it. But there was just a lot of crazy weather going on that was just heartbreaking, the hill country.
Yeah, and that's where we both are, and so, it's been I've lived in Tampa for a little bit, so we got to experience hurricanes. I've never experienced anything like this. It's been a weird. I've never gone out on search parties like I did the other week.
And you went out on a search party,
and then just the amount of water that has come through the whole country, and then the devastation that's hit Kerrville and all these towns. I mean, even here, you know, there were, you know, we were talking the other day. I think we added it up. There was, I think, 17 or 18 off of Sandy Creek that were either deceased and or still missing, and then you had another 7, I think it was, up off of right between us and Marble Falls. Wow. So right here in this small little area, and this doesn't make the news, right?
Well,
Like
Kerrville's getting all the news. Well, because
rightfully so.
It's just rightfully so. But like, even one life lost is just
and there's so many kids,
crazy. And then the kid part is just over the top.
There's a lot of teenagers and kids that we lost in this.
Kerrville was just I mean, it was just unprecedented, and that stuff all came back over, and you know, the Llano River just bringing everything down, and coming down through right here in your area. Like I said, right here.
I mean, Lake Travis we've gotten like over 20 something feet up. And it's still coming because we keep getting rain.
Well, they just flooded again last night.
Yeah, I was going to say, it just flooded up there, and then where they say, I think there's more coming tonight.
And that'll feed into the Colorado and bring down. So, and they had to cancel the efforts down there in Kerrville too yesterday because the flash flooding was going back.
They did that here too. They had some folks.
And, you know, it's so sad. One is, you know, they're just not going to find a lot of these bodies. It's so, and I'm familiar with that area because we go through there all the time, and it's how I go when I go to Bandera and play, and I just love going down in that area, and just to think, I haven't been down there since the flood, but just to think of the devastation and the loss of life. And then of course there's the girls' camp, and it's just tough. Yeah,
it's impacted people inside and outside our state, you know, and because there's a lot of people come down for those camps that are from elsewhere. I mean, even I think it was one of the Hunt kids, you know, from the Kansas City Chiefs. They had like a niece or nephew or grandkid or whatever it was.
I mean, Pat Green
lost his brother and his whatever niece. It
was the whole family. His brother's family.
That's unbelievable. I mean, I don't know how.
And there's just hundreds and hundreds.
It's just those stories, and we'll keep hearing stories for a while. I mean,
we just don't experience many nature tragedies in the country. We're pretty fortunate in this area. We don't get earthquakes. We don't really get tornadoes. I know a little bit north of here and off east.
That's all North Texas stuff.
You know, and we don't get a lot of like I said, hurricanes really don't come up in this area that much. And we get floods, but man, this was just crazy. It was unprecedented in my lifetime, at least.
Well, I mean, I think, you know, whatever they are calling it, 100-year flood or whatever, but it's just, you know, I on the positive side, if there is one,
the response from
Texans
and people outside of Texas has been over the top. Oh man, you know, just to see HEB the way they came in.
HEB got there within hours. You know, like they were sending relief.
I mean, they started in Kerrville, wasn't it?
I think so. I don't know exactly where.
Well, if it wasn't where they started, it was very.
They had trucks. You know, they have a whole disaster relief program.
Yeah, like that. And they were there. I mean, just all the groups that are just there's just a plethora around the state and from outside the state that were just there instantaneously. And I mean, it was. I've never seen anything like that.
No, it was. I mean, you know, there were people out helping people, and in these situations, like I said, one of the things there's a couple things I took away from it personally. Outside of just the sadness of the loss, but you know, you appreciate your kids. My kids were not impacted by this, and I felt very fortunate for that. And you know, it made me kind of take a step back and figure out how can I spend more time and be more appreciative of the time I do get with them, because none of us are guaranteed any amount of time ourselves or with anybody else. And then, you know, the other thing was just the magnitude of assistance that came through from people that are like, in these moments, you really get to see I think you get to see what humanity's made of. And in those moments, the people that are actually helping people and getting down there, religion and politics and all this stuff we all get caught up in all the time, don't matter anymore.
It's fun. It didn't matter.
It's all about how can I help? And because you're just another Texan or another human being that I can assist, you know, and I think that's the best side of humanity. It sucks that we only see it sometimes in these tragedies.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm there are moments when you're proud to be a Texan. I'm proud to be a Texan when I see how much Texans
I mean,
jump with stuff like
I'm
this.
not an expert in this stuff, but just the response that happened right here in the hill country, like as soon as it did, I just can't think of any disasters that have happened anywhere else where the local area just came
Saturated it. Yeah.
was saturated with love and support and help.
They
Didn't really need any government, really.
No.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
and there's a lot of we brought up HEB, but I think there's been a lot of companies and businesses and individuals who just jumped in whatever capacity they can to help immediately support.
Here's an example. I mean, there's the huge stuff which we're going to tell you about that's happening down here in Texas soon. But like, I did a little small private event on Friday, and it was just a solo gig, just me at this little community that's that has a golf course and all this stuff. And they filled up a whole 16-foot trailer full of chainsaws and just anything you would need, trash bags, buckets, shovels, and they hooked it up, and there wasn't that many people. It was just a small deal, and everybody in that whole area just filled up a whole 16-foot trailer, and someone's pulling it down there. It's already down there, and it's just roll it in and give it to people that are helping. That's just something tiny. Yeah. There's huge stuff everywhere going on like that. I mean, there's some Texas artists out there. I mean, I don't remember his name, but he raised like $400,000. You remember that one? Weathers was the last name or something?
Josh Weathers?
Is that him?
The guy in Fort Worth?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, he's pretty. I mean, he's up and coming artist, but I didn't know he did that.
Yeah.
He's got a good following online. He's a good dude. He's a Fort Worth guy.
But I mean, and of course, there's the big. I mean, so tons of little stuff everywhere that will never get mentioned. And I promise you, 99% of these people that are doing it don't want to be mentioned.
Yeah.
And then there's the heavy hitters that have come through that are going to raise some big bucks that will help. Because these things, you need help instantly, and then there's the rebuilding stage. And that's when you really, you get
it's the longevity. It's like anything else. Like people jump in at the beginning, and that's great because you need that.
Yeah.
But there's a rebuilding process that has to take place afterwards. And
it's kind of like when I went to a funeral for one of my buddies' dads. The preacher said, "Look, that's great that everyone's here at this funeral.
Yeah.
And you're helping this family right now. But they said, you need to go back and check on this family 3 months from now, 6 months from now." And this is what's so great. We're seeing more big benefit concerts coming in, and that this love continues to show because these people are still in shock. They need the instant assistance, and then there's going to be the rebuilding,
long-term stuff,
and getting things rolling. But anyway, I mean, the big one right off the bat. The first guy to announce is Robert O. King.
Yeah, Robert.
And for folks that aren't from Texas, Robert O. King is a legend.
Yeah.
He's a huge name in music here, and he's going to have a big fundraiser in New Braunfels on August 28th, is it?
August 28th.
And they haven't announced.
It'll be a good lineup.
But I know for a fact that it is Robert O. King. When they announce this lineup, I don't even know if tickets will even go on sale because they'll probably already be sold before they
see how they do it. It'll be a who's who of Texas music.
And I was about to say it's probably at Whitewater Amphitheater, and I think
it is. Which is a great little place.
I think it probably holds 6,000 people.
I don't know. We saw Parker McCullum down there last year, and it was a good amount. I mean, it's cool. It's down in the rock bags and all that.
So that'll be sold out, and
they'll do it.
I'm fairly certain I know some of the names that are gonna be on that bill. I'm just not gonna say it yet, but that's gonna be huge. So what a great deal with Robert O. King doing that, because I think he's from Kerrville.
He is.
Yeah.
That's his hometown.
And he would, if it wasn't his hometown, he would do it anyway.
Yeah, he's a Texas.
He's one of those guys, and that's a Texas thing, man. Everybody just wants to get together for Texas, but the king of country music has got a pretty big fundraiser coming up on here in about a week.
July 20. Sunday, July 27th. Looks like he's going to be in Bernie.
George Strait is putting on a benefit concert, and it's going to be a small event, but it's very expensive. I'm pretty sure it's already sold out, but they're going to raise over $1 million is what I've kind of thought. I've kind of added up the numbers by the time they pay a little overhead. Cause you got to make a little bit for some overhead. Yeah. And then what they're going to make well over $1 million to donate, I guess.
Yeah. He's already donated like a million or 3 million or something like that. They said, I mean, his lineup is, this is like a festival lineup. I mean, what he's got. You got William Beckman, Ray Benson, Wade Bowen, Jamie Johnson, Riley Green, and Hudson Westbrook are on the list.
Wow. And thanks to you, I know all those artists.
Yeah.
This is what I love about the Cowboy Experience, which is what Eric does on the side. He'll keep you up to date on what's happening in country music, because a month ago there's about 3 on here that I didn't never heard of.
You gotta watch the top 10. O'Reilly's a good dude. He and Jamie both aren't Texans, but they're good people. They might as well be. And yeah, so those, these guys, that's gonna be a hell of a show. So, and there'll be more. There'll be some other shows pop up. You and I are working on trying to get one put together.
That's right.
I don't want to share too much about.
For the listeners out there of the Texas Music Lifestyle Podcast, we're going to work on trying to get something going on in this area.
Yeah,
right here in Europe, because Eric is in Lago Vista area, and we're gonna try to get some. Obviously, not going to be as big as George Strait.
We're not going to be as big as George Strait,
but we're going to do something.
But my hope is when people talk about it, they say George Strait, Robert O'Kane, and Weldon and Eric.
Absolutely.
So,
right behind him, but
well, there may be a big gap, but we're still right behind.
Yeah.
So, at some point in time, we'll get there. But yeah, we'll that should be good. But it'll be fun putting that on. Our focus with that one is we've got the people of Sandy Creek up here who lost almost 20 people in this area, and
to piggyback on what we said earlier. I mean, obviously everybody's familiar with the Kerrville stuff, but there's people that have lost everything, including loved ones, right here in this.
Yeah.
3 miles from where I'm sitting right now.
Yeah. Yep.
So we're going to do what we can for this area, and it's going to be small, I know, but it's going to help.
Yeah. It'll be fun. We're going to partner up with some good bars and restaurants and people and have a good time and raise some money and help some people. So should be fun. Should be good.
So anyway, be on the lookout.
Yeah, be on the lookout to support what you can.
For a Weldon Henson Cowboy Experience / Texas Music Lifestyle podcast, a little fundraiser where we'll have some fun and people come out and dance and have some.
And listen, if you want to give to some other entity that is helping people here in Texas, we are not going to get mad at you. Find one that you're passionate about and, donate what you can, your time, your money, or whatever you can to help these people that have been impacted so poorly.
I'm fairly confident that the recovery here in Central Texas will probably outdo any other area that has had a natural disaster. You feel confident?
I feel pretty confident the way that people are here.
Yeah.
That they'll make sure everything's taken care of.
It's going to be great in the long run.
Texans helping Texans.
Yep. What's up with the Cowboy Experience, man? You guys had a top 10 for this week or no?
Oh yeah, top 10. Yep, we got the top. Let me pull up. So hang on.
You got you.
Can we pause for just a second?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's given.
All right, folks. One thing we love to do here on the Texas Music Lifestyle Podcast is, in conjunction with the Cowboy Experience, is talk about the Texas top 10. And I think you've got a top 10
I
list.
do. I got to put my old man glasses on.
Do we get this before the Cowboy Experience gets their top 10?
So not right now,
okay.
But I think what I'm going to start doing is reversing it and maybe.
So if you haven't gone to the Cowboy Experience yet and seen the Texas top 10, you're getting it right here. But we always recommend you go to Cowboy Experience, though, to get your top 10.
This is the current Texas top 10 for us. So
okay. All right.
the existing one is going out. And this one was normally what we try to do is I normally try to get in and help select out of those top 10 new music that's out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's coming out so that everybody's more aware of
you do a great job of keeping. I mean, he's the only reason I know anything other than Merle Haggard.
Well, I'm glad I can give you a little bit of a little more variety than Merle. Although if you're only going to have one, Merle's a good one to have. So this week was more of a dedication to Texas because of the floods.
Gotcha.
I wanted to stick around. That. Some of it's older music. A lot of it is, but it was all music. And I already had somebody ask me, it's 10 songs.
10 songs.
I can't put everybody on here. And there's some tragedy of the fact that there's some people that aren't on this list.
There was one time you went and researched how many songs about Texas there were.
There's a ton.
It was 1,876.
Something like ridiculous.
1,836.
It was 1,845. It's weird. Same year we. Okay. So anyway, this is just the 10 for this week. I'm probably going to do the same thing this next week. So if anybody's not on this list, there are people who are not on this list that should have been on this list. You can let us know.
And blame him.
Blame me. Roger Krieger's not on here. Robert Earl's not on here. There's some people that are going to make the next. Kevin Fowler's not on here. So I know there's people that are going to be like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, but I do. You just got to give me time to get it done for you. So let's just go. This is the one for this week. These are the top 10 for this week. And these are amazing songs. So, and I try to mix it up too. So Number 10 is the guy we just mentioned a while ago, Hudson Westbrook. He's got a new song called Texas Forever. Great little tune.
I think he shot that music video at the Spoke, didn't he?
He may have, I think.
I don't know.
I'll have to look. And the number 9 spot goes to Mason Lively, and his song is called Texas Song.
Maybe that's the one that filmed at the Spoke.
Yeah, there's one of these guys that did. The number 8 spot goes to Jason Boland and the Stragglers.
Hell yes, I love that song.
Yeah.
By the way, Jason Boland is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet in the industry.
And they put on a hell of a show. Yeah. So Jason Boland and the Stragglers, the song is called Somewhere Down in Texas.
Somewhere down in Texas.
Yep, great song. Number 7 is Bo Armstrong featuring John Bauman, and that song is called That's Texas.
Never heard it. I'm going to listen.
It's a good one. This will be number 6, I believe, is Wade Bowen. Our buddy Wade Bowen. Yeah. Him and Randy Rogers are always doing stuff. Yeah. He decided to do a song by himself. What do you know? It's called Nothing But Texas.
Nothing But Texas.
Our number 5 spot goes to the man, the myth, the legend.
I love this song.
Pat Green.
Yes. This can I announce it?
You go ahead.
This is a song that was written by my friend Django Walker.
Yep.
Jerry Jeff Walker's son, and Pat Green recorded it. And I want to say, yeah, he put it on there, but I think he also did a duo with Corey Morrow on the Songs We Wish We'd Written.
Maybe, yeah.
But anyway, Pat Green, Texas on My Mind. Texas. I woke up this morning, Texas on my mind. I love that song.
Yep, it's a good one.
Anyway.
The number 4 spot goes to someone you probably haven't heard of before, some guy named Waylon Jennings and another guy named Willie Nelson.
And we're going to Lukenbach, Texas.
Yeah.
Waylon and Weldon and the boys.
There you go.
We were just there.
There you go. That's the spot, the historic Lukenbach, Texas. Number 3, one of the best songwriters that's ever lived in the Texas music.
You got that right.
Is Billy Joe Shaver.
Boom.
With a song called Heart of Texas.
I dig.
Yep. See, this is a pretty good list, right?
Yeah.
Number 2.
Come on.
Another guy, Jerry Jeff Walker.
Legend.
Number 2, his song is What I Like About Texas.
Tell you what I like about Texas. I love Gary P. Nunn's version, too.
Yep, both those guys do. And Gary P. Nunn's on the list here, too. He'll make it on one of the other ones. And number 1, the king himself.
Yeah, you cannot have a Texas top 10 with a Texas theme without George Strait.
Without King George.
And how did you pick? Because he's got like so many that have about Texas, but you picked one that specifically is entitled
Texas. I think it's, and one of these songs, he's got a bunch of songs about Texas. For whatever reason, this one gets kind of lost in the shuffle sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
So it's a great song. So that's the number 1 song this week with King George. It's really hard for me to ever put him anywhere but number 1 when he's on it just feels wrong.
You got to put it number 1.
But this was.
But look at it, folks. Let's recap. We got George Strait, Jerry Jeff Walker, Billy Joe Shaver, Waylon Jennings, Pat Green, Wade Bowen, Bo Armstrong, Jason Boland and the Stragglers, Mason Lively, and Hudson Westbrook. I don't know. Let us know who should have been put in over who. We're ready for the argument.
Yeah, we can start the debate.
And I'm ready. And
there's another one coming this week in just a few days.
I mean, I can already think of some.
Yeah. Weldon's got a song called Texas Made. So.
There's so many great artists with amazing Texas songs, but so I don't envy you for having to sit here and pick 10. I couldn't have done it.
It was hard.
I don't think I could have done it any better.
I even tried to be super picky with the theme, and I still ended up with like 30-something songs to whittle, to try to whittle. And then I just started randomly going down.
Kind of reminds me of like when I was like a teenager, when you first were able to like burn CDs and make your mix.
Yeah.
And you're like sitting there and you've got like 400 songs you want to put on your party mix for the road trip with the guys on the weekend. Yeah. And you're trying to whittle it down to 20 songs.
20 songs, yeah.
On that CD. But this seems way more difficult. But
it also is it's exciting when you go through and realize how many phenomenal musicians and songwriters and what great music we have in this state.
Yeah.
And that, whether you go back years on some of these guys or whether you go back minutes on some of these guys, there's
a sense of pride in Texas. And Texas, it's its own country, really. And, and I know it's not so much like this anymore, but, Texas is its own music scene as well. Yeah. I know it's kind of homogenized a little bit with other stuff, but it's still Texas, and it's still Texas music, and just the way people have responded to this tragedy over the last week or two is it's outstanding. It's amazing. It's almost unbelievable.
Yeah.
How great everyone is and has been. So I think that's pretty cool that that's your Texas top 10 for this week, is to have like a Texas theme in honor of the ongoing tragedy here in Central Texas, my favorite place in the world, by the way.
Yeah.
Texas Hill Country.
God's country.
Yeah. So pretty cool. Can't wait for next week.
Yeah. It's
Tell you
gonna be
what,
a tough one.
y'all let us know.
I may need your help.
I've got a few I'll shoot you with.
Yeah.
I think needs to be on there. But anyway, can't wait for that. So it's been a great show. Man, new studio.
Yeah.
Thank you to 271 Creative House for letting us come in here and tear the place up a little bit. And I'm going to be in Fort Worth this weekend.
Yep. Go catch Weldon at
Little
Little
Red's
Red's
Longhorns
Longhorns down there.
Yeah.
Thanks to our sponsors again. Rock and Roll
Rock
Denim.
and Roll Denim, Panhandle Slim, Leading Edge Connections,
Yeah.
Leading Edge Connections, and 271 Creative House. Let us know also, what steak are you cooking this weekend? Are you going to cook a steak before I see you next?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do it. I'm going to cook me something too. We'll report back.
Yeah.
Let us know,
I had
folks.
steak last night. I'll probably know it again before the end of the week.
Come on.
So, yeah.
I lived on that for years.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Texas Music Lifestyle Podcast. It's a new season, and we can't wait to share. We've got some big guests coming up in the next couple months,
Yep.
and so we're
Gonna be
working
good.
through it. But anyway, thanks for listening to us. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends about it. We're going to get this going. It's full steam ahead now. So
See you
thanks for
next
joining
time.
us.
Adios.